Hello? Oh, there it goes. Oops. I had my what was it called? I had my headset unplugged. You know, I have a microphone, but that thing is like big and clunky, so I'm just gonna use my like headset. I've been using it for my other broadcasts. So cool. All right, nice. So this is Zbrush, the magical app, an app or program. So right here, let's see. I'm using a tablet, a pretty big tablet. I think it's like a 22-inch tablet, screen tablet. So So I'm gonna go over some stuff here real quick. So let me go ahead and go to. So these are. I'm gonna be going over some. What is it? Environmental assets, I guess you can call them. That's what it is. Rocks, plants. I will try to sculpt some plants. I haven't started sculpting on certain ones yet. I am using my laptop, by the way. So my laptop doesn't have the same amount of memory as my better computer. I also kind of want to just test how it will do in streaming. So actually, I forgot to open up something. See, it's funny. Like I forget certain things when I'm gonna open up my. I'm not gonna show my. I have like a big old brain fart right now. Where was I at again? Oh yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's the folder. I gotta find my concept artist guy. His folder, which is right. Sorry, you can't see any of this. Don't want to have any spoilers on any of the stuff, so I'm keeping any kind of artwork hidden. I will sculpt one by one. Maybe I'll show what the concept art is. Oh, here it is. Ah, there it is. New. That's monster. Oh, that's what it is. All right. Never mind. There he is. Now, where are his plant concepts? It's alphabetical order plants. All right, cool. All right, I think I can get started. So let me go to my plant refined. Oh, I guess I started working on some of his stuff. All right, cool. Uh, I might pop the folder open. I'm not too sure what's in it though. So real quick, I'm gonna cover my thing here real quick. I want to pop open the sculpting file. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, this is an this is an old folder. Never mind that. I don't know why that's there. That's old works. Hold on. Let me pop over to my other one. Let me pop over to my rocks again. All right. Well, project has been changed. Relax. I changed it. No, it has not been changed. Relax. Okay. Cool. Let me pop it back open again. All right. So, all right. I'm gonna give it. I'll do it a bit later. So what happened here is this. As you can see here, it's a rock. That's the low poly version of the rock for the game. I think it's a little too high though. I think possibly. Um, oh yeah, let's go. Let's start right here. So this is an older version. That's the more refined. That there. That is the topologized form of the rock for the game. This is another version of it. This is another rock. The game needs rocks. Okay, I'm gonna maybe make some rocks and plants. The plants will come later. The low poly version of that. This one here, nice old big old rock. Then I have a bigger rock apparently. Pretty cool looking rock. I'm gonna show you how I made these. Um, this is more extended. I just basically stretched the previous rock. It looks kind of cool still. Kind of a rock pillar thing. Oh, like a rock bridge. That's right. I have one separated as well, just for placement of the assets. This one's kind of cool. All right, so let me just go ahead and start from the beginning. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and actually open a new file here. So real quick, I'm going to tab so I can show you what I did for the rocks because I don't want my memory to run out on this laptop here. RAM. So I'm going to open a new file here. Hold on, I'm going to show you. I put a screen up so you can see if I have anything. Don't want anything spoiled. I want a sphere that is. We'll go with 64. No. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and switch it back now. All right, cool. So this is the typical thing you start with here is a sphere, you know, like too magical. What I do is I like to take the, like things like the flatten brush and stuff like that. You know, you just kind of mess around with it. Symmetry is on. I'm not a fan of this brush in particular. I like more of the, I think it's the trim dynamic, which I should add to my menu here. It creates this nice flat polish look. Let me see here. Also, I'm gonna make sure I retopologize it every time, which is simple mask drag with Dynamesh turned on. So what I'm gonna do is, where is it? I'm gonna turn off my symmetry, which is just simple shortcut of X. And the cool thing I like about this face thing right here in the top right is nice, so I can see which one's the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start flattening bits of it. I'm gonna use the gizmo here, flatten the bottom of it, just kind of for whatever reason. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start just going around it and just kind of start making it into a rock, you know. This may not be exciting, but has a purpose here. So that, and then I'll go ahead and start kind of using certain other kind of parts here to, what's it called? It's the control button here to kind of make some kind of obstructions here and there. Something right here, and then I'm going to take the I'm going to take a certain kind of I'm going to take this here, flatten that right there. Then I'm going to take this here. That's not high enough in terms of resolution. I am going to go to that right there. Try that again. There, that's a little better. I'm just going to make some random little things here, just like a little thing here and there. It actually might be better for me now that I think of it. Let me do this. A little bit of a back, I'm going to step back a bit with it. I'm just going to make a simple shape, and I'm actually going to take that shape and merge it with each other to make the structures out of it. You know, you'll see in a moment. So basic rock formation. This is what I do for my rocks in general. Simple kind of rock, maybe even make it a little flatter on top. Maybe a little bit of smoothing there. Put some there. Who knows? All right. Basic little thing right here. What I can do now is I could take this move brush and I could pull out a structure, and I can have other types of rocks. I kind of like how that looks. I'm going to duplicate that actually. Move that over. Keep that as a separate. And maybe even just work off of this right here, and then I could probably have it like this. Rocks look really good when you have a lot of overlap with each other. So, and I could switch back to here, and I could pull another one. I could shrink that one down, and then put that like, you know, something like this here, even. Kind of funny, actually. I'm gonna put another rock. Why not? And I can move that one over here. I can even make that one a little taller. Move that up. Give it some kind of structure right there. It almost looks like kind of like a crystal. So that's something I could like throw together right there. If I like it, I can work on the pieces, and then I can merge them later. So that's the power of like ZBrush is so fast. Like Blender is just too slow. What I mean is Blender is definitely a good modeling software. 3D modeling animation. It's free, so it's good, especially for that case. Oops. I'm going to do auto group, so I can now select this one. And the cool thing is now I could take the rocks and I can like move them around to maybe if I wanted a certain kind of way or something. I'm actually going to duplicate that. Duplicating is not exactly a good idea, but I want to have something to backtrack because I'm not going to have my history, and history takes a lot of memory. And since I'm using my laptop, I don't really have that luxury, I guess you can say, right now. So I'm just kind of moving the geometry a little bit. Maybe I can make it a little more spiked in the sense here. Make it maybe a pillar rock, I guess you can call it. And then I could then make sure I have my groups on so I don't merge them all together, all the pieces here. I could make it like a rock structure here. And then I can just kind of go here. I'm going to go ahead and go back to, I'm going to mask. See, it's so much faster than Blender. Like, don't be wrong, Blender has its place for sure. I'm going to be using it a lot. I bought some add-ons and stuff like that to kind of oops, that is not the right tool. It's the H polish here. I'm going to kind of flatten that right there. Kind of maybe something like that. This here maybe even bevel that portion right there. All right, this brush is not doing the same thing as this trim dynamic does. There it is. And I could probably pop that out a bit. And this is a potential rock for as an asset here. I can merge in things like that too. I might even like make this a little taller on the side here. I'm making my rocks modular because it gives me the flexibility of... It gives me a particular kind of flexibility. And I like the fact that it gives me that kind of flexibility here. So I'm going to probably put this down right here. Kind of something like that. I might even take this here, duplicate it, and move it over to here. Let's make sure I go to center. Oh wow, the widgets are so much bigger. I recently updated my Zbrush software, and they made the widgets so much larger. That's nice. I'm happy about that. I've just noticed, I'm like, why is it so easy to see these things? But holy cow, they're gigantic. I'm just kind of placing this right now to see if I like the way it is. I'm not a fan of it. I think I might try shrinking it maybe, and then maybe putting on another part of the rock here. I'm not liking it. Maybe I'll place it at a lower part right here. I kind of like that. I like how it's kind of bridging a little bit. I might flatten the top of that rock right there. I hate to do this, but I'm duplicating it. It keeps my memory free. It frees up my memory a lot more. So I don't have so much of a save history, I guess. But also... Oh, that's right. I duplicated it. So I got to pop that back. And I got to go to here, and I got to make sure I auto group. Now go back to this. Then I'm going to actually flatten that. Oh, whoops. F. Let's see how that looks. That looks interesting right there. That's kind of a cool rock pillar thing. I like the way that looks. Actually, I think I'm multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I'm not entirely sure. I just paid for like a multi-streaming service for Streamlabs. I think it's going to be doing the work. That actually looks pretty good. I think I'm going to make some bridges and some other structures, platform even. So the cool thing about that is this. Watch. I'm going to go ahead and take what I made here. I'm going to go ahead and, well, duplicate it. Man, I duplicate things too much. Oh, okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this thing at the bottom of all of this, and I'm going to just scrunch it. And it's kind of like a different... So that's the thing. The question is whether or not this is a good idea to have... How do I put this? Is because in the Unreal Engine or game engines, you can scale your models and it can still have the same texture maps. The problem is when you scale things, the textures and stuff like that get distorted and may look funny. So it is kind of a good idea to have separate models with different maps. So it might be necessary to do this here. I'm going to maybe separate this here and maybe keep it like a simple rock like this. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to delete the hidden. Now I have another possible model I can work with. I might move some of these rocks a bit. This could be a smaller rock perhaps. I'm going to actually file save. There's no undo history save because reasons. All right, let me see here. What the heck is going on? Why did my YouTube music open up on my phone? All right. I don't think you can see what I'm saving now. That's good. All right. I'm going to go to my game project folder. Do I go to my environmental asset folder? Hold on. Where am I at? Desktop game, inspired game, concept. Oh yeah, let me go. Yeah, I suppose I can call this I'll call it the rock stream. I call it rock stream because I'm streaming. You know, I'm streaming this, so that's why it's called Rock Stream. Rock Live Stream 1. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save that. I call it 1 because what I like to do is I like to save multiple stages at times, just in case there was a point in time that I liked the most, and I could probably export and then re-import it back into my file. And I gotta get used to my tablet buttons. I keep using my computer keypad. It's just so much easier. I use it for so long. Alright, so let me see. Live stream. Save that. Save. Oh, this dumb touchpad. Alright. That's Alt. That's Control. So Alt, Control. It's okay. Got a little bit of something here. That's undo. Sorry, I just. Oh yeah, that's the rotating and everything. All right, let's keep it going. So what I'm gonna do now with the rock. So let's see our rocks right here. So we kind of got like looks like kind of like a rock pillar here, which is neat. Could probably be a stalactite or stalagmite, which is the spikes in the caves and stuff like that. So it might be a good little breakable item possibly. Let me see here. This one right here is a good smaller rock. I might actually flatten it. Let's see how it will look. I'm duplicating it. It's nice that my memory still is above 7 gigabytes. I'm actually going to flatten this here. Where's my, I guess I'll use the H polish brush. Oh, no, that's right. It's not the way I want it. It's definitely trim dynamic is the one I want. There it is. Even like stuff like this here, these little structures and whatnot, like having it flat changes the whole overall experience of the rock. So if I go back here, I'm not a big fan of it. I do like the flatter rock more. See, it's small little things here and there. I might even go ahead and maybe make the rock a little more sharper and make sure like maybe this goes in or something. So let's see. It's too like, there it goes. And I could increase the crevices of these when I merge them later. Oh my gosh, I'm still doing it. Just trying to remember. Okay, shift. And I got my brush size here. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just... okay. Okay, sorry. It's just I'm not used to using my tablet hot buttons and pens, my pen stylus. I'm so used to using the mouse and the keyboard. All right, so let's see here. Actually, come to think about it, I'm not sure if YouTube pops up. Oh, multi-stream. Whoops. Read only. Oh, apparently, you know what? I think I'm going to end my Streamlabs, and I think I'm going to go back to Streamio, Restreamio.io, because apparently the chat feature is only capable of read only, and I can't. That's bull crap. If I knew that, I would have just put a month subscription down for Restreamio again. Son of a gun. That's how they get you. Okay. Well, it's good to know now. I am going to cancel it, and yeah, we'll see. All right, cool. Cool little rock there. Got a little... I'm not a fan of this one too much anymore. It has potential. But I like this one. I like the flatter top more. And the reason why I like the flatter top one, because now I can do this. It's the same thing I've done with my other rocks. I go ahead and like... Oops, wrong button. Oh, I keep pressing... what is that? That's the Alt button? So if I... Yeah, there it goes. I usually like kind of like spreading it out like this here. In a corner. And basically create like a platform here. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take this and... So much faster with the other... Then I'll go here, I'll snap this here, I'll stretch this up higher, kind of like that, so it's kind of staggered a bit. Then I'll go to get $10 off until February 27th. There's a list still time. Subscribe to Epic Games Store emails to unlock $10 coupon for or local equivalent. Interesting. All right, let's see here. I do need to make a big cliff model. Oh, wrong button. I was using the wrong button here to I think what I'm going to try is, let me go ahead and I'm going to, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go to this here. I think I could probably shrink it down by going to this here and I don't know, we'll see about that. Let me just duplicate this because I want to eliminate something here. Duplicates. I want to go ahead and then, oops, I forgot I have that on. I'm just going to go for the 2 rock combo kind of thing platform. Different kind of rock structures. I think that's good, right? I'm going to delete the hidden right there. I'll come back to these and retopologize them later. I think what I need more of a rocky surface. I need more whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this middle structure here. I'm going to duplicate this. Take this. Yeah, I'm going to subtract this piece probably. I want to make like a rock staircase kind of thing. So a quick recap of the rocks or structures here so far. We go to here. Basic form, then we have more of a kind of thing. I'm making game assets, if anyone was wondering. I have to make a lot of environment stuff, so kind of the rock here. Actually, where's the other rock I had? Wait, where is the other rock that I had? Uh-oh. That's not the rock that I had earlier. The rock I had earlier was, let me duplicate this for the sake there. Let me go ahead and go back to the previous rock. And then go back in history. There it is. There, okay, good. Save that. And then go to... Okay, no, yeah, there it goes. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and continue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to go back to this rock that I had up here because I like kind of the shape of that. I'm going to go... I should probably go into Evolve again. And probably... Probably maybe take some snapshots. I had snapshots. I just don't know where they're at right now. I'm using my laptop. I probably have environmental like references somewhere. All right. So I'm gonna make a big rock wall structure. A lot of steps to it. I call it stepping. So I will work on plants in a bit. Maybe after this next rock model. So let's see here. Where is it? Oh, did I duplicate this? I did. I did not duplicate it yet. So let me bring that back. Duplicate it. Go to... Yeah, go back to this here. Which one's the better rock? I will... Yeah, it's fine. Actually, what if I was to take this rock and I was to make it taller? I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to duplicate that, and then I'm going to go ahead and move to this here. You know what? Maybe I'll use this. I'll use the model like this. Let me see what happens. Let me go ahead and take the, let me take the boolean. Not boolean. I'm gonna take this here. I'm gonna stretch this out to make it taller, maybe. No, let me put it in the center. I'm getting a little too duplicated, crazy. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this. What happened? Mesh partially hit. Oh, oops. Delete this. Try that again. Oh, wrong button. I'm gonna make this kind of this rock thing going on, this rock pillar thing. I'm going to rotate parts of it to kind of maybe add some variation to it. It's going to be like a rock wall, I suppose you can say. It's just a thing to change it up a bit. It's a very useful thing to do here. It saves a lot of time. Man, you know how much, I don't know, this would be just like bloody like sculpt each piece here. It's so fast duplicating. Alright, sorry. Let me go to here. Let me snap that there. Whoa! Wrong thing. Just trying to make a rock wall here. So I could use it for like large. In Evolve, any game will reuse assets, especially rock structures. So just making this rock wall for my environment. And I could play around with it later. It's very kind of modular here. This is gonna be like my Evolve's like large surrounding background walls. I'm gonna rotate this a bit, add some variation. I'm going to bring it up here, turn that, put that there, put this one down here, set that back. Oh, hey, Nomad! Hey, it's been a while. Oh, watching from beginning at 2 times speed will catch up about 25 minutes. Okay, no problem. Man, yeah, it's been a while. It's been forever since I broadcasted. I'm just kind of making, yeah, you'll hear this when you get back to it since you are watching from the beginning. But no, yeah, I am actually working on my own game, and I need environmental assets, and I am trying to make the ultimate like reference rocks so I can like reuse them and mess with them later. And I just need to have something here. This is pretty decent. And what I could do is I could then take all of it, duplicate it over. But yeah, man, I am multi-streaming. I don't think I'm going to be using Streamlabs multi-streaming services anymore because it won't let me reply in chat by typing, which I guess is not the end of the world. All right. So I think that might be my... Oh, I've just merged everything. Let's undo that. All right, cool. So that's a posture. I might flip it over like this and see. And now it's a different kind of rock structure. I could trim the bottom there and have it, So that's just kind of a creative take there. So the rocks I have here for anyone just joining, I am working on my own game assets. A bunch of rocks. I got to make some bridges and stuff. I'll show you my other file with it. So you got this one. You got like different kinds of structure. This is what I worked on the stream so far. This is the, it's been 30 minutes now. I have like slightly different iterations. It just, I don't want to ever eliminate, so the possibility. I will be working on plants in a bit from some of the concept art that I got from that I hired for, or what I paid for some concept art for some plants, and I'll be making some plants shortly. Definitely interesting rock structure. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to duplicate it. Let's go ahead and actually start taking stuff. What I mean is, this is the process here. Look, see, you can see all the different groups of shapes and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to auto group it. Each one have their own different poly groups, so I can easily separate and maybe make some stuff. You watch. It's Zbrush. Oh, oops! I just merged them. Let's try that again. Let me turn that off. Oh, Turn that off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start picking at rocks to make them disappear to see if I can get an interesting form. Let's see. Interesting. Let's do this. What I'm going to do now is I am going to delete the hidden. I'm going to enlarge this, extend it this way and that way. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to rotate it. Go to the middle, rotate it. Make sure they overlap. Pull forward. Then duplicate over, rotate. I might even turn it upside down for some variations. And then move it over. This is going to be a nightmare to retopologize. Oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just trying to make my rock structures, man. You know, you can't be all fun and games with making monsters and like characters. I gotta have some other game assets. Alright, let's go ahead and maybe give it a break right now. I'm going to save this here. I'm going to hop over and show you the other rocks that I made previously in the bridge or whatever. File, save as. I'm going to rock livestream 1, save, no history. Do you want to replace it? Yes. I don't think I have anything revealing here, right? No, nothing revealing. Let me open this file real quick. So this is a retopologized rock. Nothing too crazy here. We'll start from the top here. Some basic early rocks that I had earlier from a different thing. Retopologized. And I cut off the bottom because these are going to be merging with the landscape. So I don't need unnecessary topology, you know, for the sake. Some other ones. But this one is an older version of the previous one. Kind of a rock platform here. Let's retopologized. Another larger one. Whoa, that's a larger one right there. Same kind of process I did before. That's pretty cool looking, you know. Especially when I start baking the maps to it. What I mean by maps, I mean things like the ambient occlusion, the normal map, all that stuff onto the lower topology. That one I just basically stretched from the previous. Some rock pillar, like a rock bridge with pillars, which I'm gonna cut off this, which I did. I will probably cut this portion off as well on the side here because I don't think I need that. It's just so I could plant bridges into the level real quick. Game development is reusing assets and possibly even scaling them along different axes, you know, X, Y, or Z, to kind of use the same asset without having to have an extra model. It's like it's like a model instance of it. All right. So let's go ahead and actually start working on plants. I have a file open of some, you can't see it right now. I want to make a tree. I want to make a tree I see here. It's like a bonsai tree I'm going to have for my game. Bonsai style tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new file. What I mean by open new file, I mean I'm going to go hop over to sphere here. Pop that open. Do not save because I didn't do anything. What I'm going to do is Symmetry is on. So to have this whole bonsai tree thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab here. There's two things I can do. I can take the sphere, pull it into like a twisty thing, or I could possibly, actually there's three things. Do that. Either get some Z spheres. Actually, let's show you that process here. So, okay, I'll show you each of them actually. So the way this works here is I take this here. See, it's a sphere, right? Let's do this. There's four ways. I am going to show this way here where I have better control here. I am going to use I am going to use, what was it called? Is it a deformer? Bend curve, bend arc. Is it deformer? No, it's not deformer. That's not the deformer. It might be the bend curve. Well, let's check it out right here. I think something like that. Yeah. So let me change the axis here. Curve resolution. We'll do that. We'll flip the axis there. What I can do is I can pull parts of it. Oh, I can start forming kind of general shape of a tree here. This is like almost like a similar aspect to like the curved tube brush. Oh, whoa, what happened there? What? Okay. It hates me apparently. So, what the heck? You gotta love when for some reason something happens like that. But it's not the end of the world. Let me also lower the resolution. It's too high. Whenever you're sculpting or working on anything, you never start in detail. You start in the more primary form, and then you just kind of go ahead and expand from there. So this tree thing has a very kind of steep bend here, and then this one it goes like it's like a banana. It's a banana. Gotta add some depths from all kind of angles here. Then I'll use that as my base. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. And I'm going to move it to the center here. Actually, I'm going to flatten the bottom. Why not? I'm actually going to add a base to it, which is basically going to be this cube. Oh, whoops. I have to move on. There it goes. There it goes. Move this down to here. I'll be working on multiple plants in this on this file. Flatten that, move that here. Gives me kind of a base to work on. I'm going to go ahead and move I'm going to actually separate that. Split mask point. Turn that back on. This is way too big for me to work on. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shrink all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do multiple subtool shrink. Shrink both. All right, cool. All right, let's go ahead and start kind of pulling this around here, and then kind of do that. I'm going to use the inflate, which, do I have the inflate up here? I do not. B-I-N-G-O, and bingo is his name-o. That's how you remember it, and my tool is bugged. We'll worry about that another time. Going to start kind of adding some shapes. I have no real, like, direction with this, and apparently something's going on here. Oh, yeah, see, there's an issue there with that. I'm going to go ahead and Dynamesh that so it fixes the problem here. Oh, I don't like that. I think that fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. All right, cool. I Dynameshed it. It's got more geometry. Start adding this here. And this is how basically a tree is made. You get, or just anything is made. You get the basic form, and then what I do is I start drawing on the tree. When I mean by draw, I mean where the lines would be. You just kind of trace the tree here in kind of the way you think it would go. And then I'll take the move brush and do stuff, I know what I'm talking about. I might even put like a little knot. A little knot is like a little thing here. Maybe that might be interesting right there. Who knows? Or maybe it'd be right here. No, I kind of like it right on the other outside right here. Maybe. Something like that. And then probably have kind of stick out like this here. Have it kind of sort of blend in. Not exactly follow, but have it flow. Feel like Bob Ross. Make a happy little tree. Happy alien tree, Have it kind of swerve. I'm going to go ahead and actually take the move brush here. It's a little weird right here in this spot right here. There are no mistakes, just happy little accents. Right? Is that what? Hey. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start pulling. There's a sphere snake hook. I'm on the now, since my computer doesn't have a lot of memory, this might start eating at it real fast. We'll see. Let's see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pulling at this here. So start making roots. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. Oh, I didn't have a good chunk of it. What is going on here? Like that. I feel like I see something here. something here. See, this snake hook brush is bloody amazing. I love it. It's like what I've been wanting to do with... Oh, and apparently my plane is not centered along my tree. Oh, I have all subtools selected. There it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this one here. Oh, I'm not even on it. Oh, that's why. Okay. Put this right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of drawing limbs out as well. I'm going to go ahead and start with pulling like... Oh, come on. I want to just pull certain things from here. This may be my tree base for later. So this is kind of my bonsai tree here. I'm going to have to inflate that. I'm going to have to restart my program because for some reason that doesn't make sense right there. It doesn't stick out the right way. Should have been more like... Okay. I have to pull more here. Kind of like that. All right, cool. So I got the tree right there. I will be making some alien plants, I guess you can call them. Something that's not your typical. So this is like the tree to begin with. I have a few different trees that aren't typical, earth trees. Why do I say alien? Well, Evolve has like alien plants. So I'm not saying my game is going to be the same, but wait, did I make this before? No. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this real quick here. I'm going to take the move brush. I like this little bump here for the bonsai tree here. I'm going to make it, it's kind of like a spooky kind of wood here. So I'm going to try to make it kind of very expressive. I want to make sure there's a lot of movement behind this, but keep it very cylindrical. What I mean is when you're playing in Evolve or playing my game, I want to make sure that there's not these weird obstructions that the hunters can abuse, in a sense. I guess if the tree is really big, that won't be a problem. Kind of like I like the bonsai tree look. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this here. But how is everyone doing? Things going well? All that good stuff? I'm going to go ahead and actually start messing with this here. I'm going to start splitting this here. Oh, come on. Right now, I'm not going strictly solely off my reference here. I'm not exactly duplicating it. I'm doing what I feel is kind of cool looking. I might even actually lower this here. Right there. Pull this out. I will add little patches here. So what I mean is I'm going to add leaves. So what I mean by leaves, I'm going to add more like stylized chunks right here to kind of mimic it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, not do that. I'm going to just kind of pull it in a way that it will represent like the volume of the plant. So it's for the sake of concept. I said before, you never want to just do final details. You need to have something that looks good because it doesn't matter what you do to it afterwards. You can put all the detail you want on it. But if it doesn't look good, the form doesn't look good, it's never going to look good. So then what I do is I duplicate that. I'll flip it around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it, put it here, got a different angle, move this over, start reshaping it in a different form, it's going to be more weighted. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of have an arch here. Let's go ahead and flip this and actually bring this up to here. And then I'm going to have another bit. I'm going to actually duplicate that, shrink it, move it. And apparently that's not positioned right. But yeah, Nomad. Let me know when you get back to the recent part of the stream. He's watching on YouTube right now. I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So let's see. But I don't think I'm gonna be using Restream. I don't think I'm gonna be using the Streamlabs version of Restreaming here. I wanna add a branch later, so I gotta auto group this here. I'm gonna add another branch, but I'm gonna go ahead and like add this one right here for the time being until I add that other branch. There, auto group. All right, I think I'm gonna take a break from this. Like, so this is the overall kind of. This is not the final. I'm gonna work on maybe a more alien looking plant for the time being, just kind of spice things up. So I'm not just stuck on. Oh, I don't like the way that's just barren, so I'm gonna go ahead and rotate that, center it. You know, I have to add some other branches, but this is just for the sake of form. I will make it larger here and everything. Let's go with the alien plant right now. I'm gonna let me see here. Let's go with the mushroom perhaps. We will let me see here. You know what? I like this. This is an interesting plant here. It's like a coral based plant. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and create a new, where is it at? I will append I'll just say a sphere, whatever. I will hide the tree. And what I'm going to do is, it's kind of, actually, this is going to be an interesting one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the move here. Make it more egg shape, I suppose you can say. Actually, the better way of doing that is using the deformer. That's better. It's kind of an egg shape here. It's an interesting little plant. Let me see here. I'm going to accept that, move it at an angle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, what is that tool I want to use? I'll use the curve tube right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just drawing kind of a tube here. Just got to make it smaller. It's basically going to be the part that connects to the plant. Oh, whoops. Oh boy, that's not right. Where's that? Where's this? It's in the. Where is that feature? Yeah, here it is. Put that over there. Go to the curve function. Lock start that. Let's go to the elastic, so I can just pull this down. There it goes. Then I'm going to go ahead and just save that right there, because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and start forming the plant base of it. It's like this weird. Also, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have this on and then that, and then I'm going to. Oh, I have that on. That's not good. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of smooth this all out right here real quick. And then, okay, let's see here. That's way too high. I want to have like maybe 72. Whoa! I don't know what that was. I had no idea what happened there. There's some sort of error there. All right, let's go here. So I started kind of smoothing this out. I'm going to go ahead and start adding the little roots to it, I suppose you can say. Yeah, it has some like smaller roots coming from the bottom here. I'm gonna use the snake hook. Snake hook is like your best friend when it comes to roots or limbs, I guess you can say. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little. Actually, I'm gonna make it larger. I want to make this. This is gonna be among the smaller plants, so there could be like large-looking kind of roots here. And I'm gonna go here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull. There was a shortcut here. I forgot what it was. Is it Shift? No. No, it's. No, it's not that button either. Is it? I think it was that. It was the Alt button. There it goes. All right. Or maybe not. Something like that. I'm going to go ahead and actually... There it goes. So people may be wondering, is like, what is my game? You know? It's Evolve. It's based off Evolve. It's not based off Evolve. It's a Evolve-inspired game. Okay, apparently. I kind of like that idea right there. I'm going to keep it. Put that there. I might change that right there. This portion right here is going to be more translucent. So I'm not too concerned right now about that. I'm going to have a kind of a... Maybe I'll just go ahead and have something of like a... Maybe another one forming down here, maybe. We'll see. What I'll do is I'll just duplicate this and I'll just move it over, I guess. Maybe forming another one, you know. That's interesting kind of idea right there. It's not on my concept page here. It doesn't have that little detail, but I thought it'd be kind of cool or neat. So let me go back to here. I'm gonna go ahead and add kind of like another kind of branch here, I suppose you can say. I'm actually gonna. I kind of like the way this detail looks when I pull into it. Let's go ahead and add some kind of spottedness to it. See, it's kind of everything's kind of on the fly, to be honest. So it's almost like a dented metal almost. Let's go ahead and pull this right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cause it to split as well, just kind of like a separate root, I suppose you can say. That's an interesting plant, you know. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go into the materials, like basically making it translucent and adding the little particles within it. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to see like these spores inside of it. Well, that has to be done in the what is it called? Either the Unreal Engine or Marmoset Toolbag 4. I just want to keep going with this so I can show you some other stuff here. I'm gonna go with another plant here. So let's go ahead, hop up. Let's create a new one right here, real quick. I'm gonna go to hold on here. All right, this other plant here. So let's go ahead and no, not append. Is it append? It is append. I'm going to do a sphere. I want to hide this plant now. Move this. Wait, why is this over to the side? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is click this. This plant is more of like a fin. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to use the Deformer. Again, the Deformer is probably like my most common use. That along with the bend arc. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start making the bend here, I suppose you can call it. And I'm going to go ahead and take this and move it over. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two and I'm going to shrink it to kind of pinch it a bit. I'm just going to save that right there, and I'll move it with the other brush, which I'm going to accept that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on Symmetry along, which axis was it again? Activate Symmetry. I think it was the Z. It is the Z. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pulling it. And make sure I turn off dynamic perspective. I'm going to go ahead and pull this way. Pull this here. That there. Actually, I'm going to make this more steeper for this plant. And I want to bring this bend here. That's not the way. The focal shift is way too. There it goes. That's better. And then I'm going to make it go like this here. Then I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. There it goes. All right. So now this plant has a series of lines on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a light kind of this here. And I'll duplicate on the other side. I'll probably maybe lighten up a bit along the edges here. I want to add like a fin portion, I suppose you can call it, but I'm going to use a series of, these fins have like spines, so I am just going to actually use this here. See, all I'm showing you is that all you can, if you wanted to do, is you could just use primary shapes, man. Primary shapes is all it takes. I should shrink that down, actually, enlarge it a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place these one by one. There is a way where... Oh, you caught up. Welcome back, Nomad. You caught up. I hope you thought that was interesting, watching 2x speed. You know, I was just making a bunch of rocks and stuff, you know. Some assets. Brian Locke. Hey, watching here also to say hi and bye. Still watching YouTube. Oh, okay, no, cool. That's fine. That's all good. Well, great to see you again, Brian Locke. It's all good. Cool. You know, definitely nice to hear from you again. Just making these spines here. Just some plant assets. I figured that, you know what? Making plants in the rock environments isn't going to spoil my game. And I'm not going to show all my concept arts, you know, like in terms of like the page. So it's still kind of kept kind of private and at my rate of reveal, I suppose you can say. You gotta admit, these plants are pretty interesting, though. You know? Oh, you're Brain Lock on Twitch. Oh, no, man. Okay. Oh. Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Maybe you mentioned it at one point. I just I was not aware. All right, good to, oh, that's not what I wanted. Good to know. Good to... That's too high of a resolution. Oh, I have groups on. Oops. But yeah. Oh, that's not good. I guess I'll do that. Let's see how that looks. That's too high of a resolution. Hold on. 90. That's better. All right. Well, I may have typed it out before long ago. Yeah, I'm sure you have. That's the thing. I'm sure you have. I just kind of forgot. You know, like it's been a little while since I've like broadcasted, like consistently on sculpting. You know, I was a little bit of gaming here and there, on Twitch. You know. So you know, I forget. You know, everyone forgets a little bit of things here and there. You know, I got a lot of work on for myself right here. I got a lot of assets, a lot of concepts that I have to work on. So that's why I decided to bring it onto, you know, Twitch instead of working on my own. I feel like I can, you know, share the experience other than kind of on my own. We'll go with that for now. I might add some other routes here that might go along these channels, but for the sake of what I have in terms of the concept art that I have here from my concept artist. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with that. All right, now let me add that little fin to it. It's like a little, let me see. Oh, I don't want that. Wait. Okay. But no, it's definitely cool that you're here. You know, chilling out over here. You know, coming by for sure. Definitely better than kind of like. Oops. Got that. I was playing a little bit of Evolve Stage 2 earlier, just to kind of keep things, you know, interesting, I suppose. Some games like Fortnite, after watching clips at 2x speed, I realized the game isn't that fast paced. Yeah, that's the problem sometimes when you watch fast games. You know, you think when you watch things fast. What was it? I think what game was I watching at 2x speed? Oh, I was watching some like Donkey Kong 64. You know, like it's old game, but like I never beat it when I had the game. So I'm like, man, I'm like 13 hours. Is it 13 hours or is it like 8 hours or something? Like, dude, if I go 2x speed, it'd be 4. Like, I'm like, dang, I wish the game was this fast. But it's not. Let me see here. Here it is right here, guys. It is the Deformer again. Deformer is very nice. Oops. Actually, do I want a Deformer? No, let me not do the Deformer. I'm going to actually use the bend. Curve? Yeah. Just kind of place everything right now. Concept art says something like this, something like. Oh my gosh, get out of the way. Something like that. So let me go ahead and save that actually, and I'll just accept that. I'll take the move and I'll move these back in. And so this is the cool part right here. So Brian, how are you doing and everything? Everything good? I think you said you have a job and everything's going really well for you right now. So these are going to make more like fish kind of. Oh, I'm not liking that. I got to add some more geometry to it. Don't worry, this will get better in a moment. You'll see. Just watch. I hear things are going well for you and everything, which is awesome. I'm going to use a standard brush. I think that will help. Yeah, there it goes. That should help with the... Oh, it's not doing the other side! Uh-oh. Wait, is my symmetry not... Oh, my symmetry isn't on. I turned it off at one point, apparently. Now it should work. There it goes. Uh-oh. There it goes. Oh, wait, what? I turned symmetry off again by accident. Oh, my goodness. All right, there it goes. All right. The reason why I just want symmetry on, it just saves me so much time. You know, I used to sculpt in clay and everything. And, you know, it would have been nice to have a move brush and a symmetry, you know. Gonna smooth that out a little bit. That will have to be fixed later. All right. Let me see what I have going on here. I think I'm going to probably cut it off. So what I'm going to do is, let me see here. So this is the base of another plant right here. So let's go ahead and just go over what's happening here. So we got the tree base going on right here, this whole bonsai thing. I'll fix it later, but that I just don't want to have to be working on it for like too long. That at the point it starts losing its progress or starts becoming inefficient. Then I got this weird kind of plant egg thing, which is probably gonna be a illuminating plant, and kind of this weird fish weed, I guess you can say, fish fish fin thing. You know what? Maybe I should do a cactus next. I have this weird kind of interesting cactus thing. Let's do that next. So I'm just kind of just going around, just working on stuff. You never wanna work too much on one thing. Otherwise, you'll start. Your eyes will get used to it, and you'll start to lose. Oh, you're doing good. Life. Nomad says life is doing good. Life could be better, but it's okay. There's always a possibility of things going better, stuff like that. You can't lose hope or anything. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying in general, like things at times. I've had times where things seem bad, but if you keep going, there'll be a point in time where things will get better. Let's see, and then you're happy that you continued. So let's see here. Append. Yeah, let's go ahead and start making this cactus plant thing. Let's start with the sphere here. I will have to reset my program here. Oh my gosh, I have to use the inflate tool. I'm gonna have to save it and close and reopen my file here. Save as. What happened? Hold on. Plants streamed 1. And where is my environment assets? Save. So hold one moment. Quick little thing I have to do here. I have to close my program because the Inflate Brush is not working properly. It's kind of bugged, so I'm gonna flip this on here just in case. The screen here. It's my drawing software. I'm gonna close my app here. Close my Zbrush and then reopen it. It's glitched. The Inflate brush is glitched, so I have to retry again. Hold on. Good. So what are you guys doing? So Nomad, how are you? What you doing? Just chilling. I know you're watching here. Do you do any kind of sculpting art? All right. Oh yeah. Let me go ahead and pop it back up. It's back up. So. Let's see. I want to have. What was this one? There it is. All right, cool. So let me get back my reference here. Perfect. All right. So this plant here, we're going to do this. I'm going to move this into the ground like this. No symmetry, right? Good. I don't need symmetry right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this. I'm just going to move it regular. I'm going to turn on the other symmetry. Where's my Z? Z symmetry is going to be kind of important right here. There it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of pull this here just to form my basic shape. It's going to be kind of a bulbous kind of plant. That's kind of something I feel like similar to a cactus plant almost. I will turn off the symmetry in a bit. So let's see right here. And there are little grass particles, I guess you can call them. So let's go ahead and actually get the Inflate brush now. Sorry. I know I'm be talking a lot of like what I'm doing the process here. But how are things? How was your day, Nomad? Or, aka Brian Locke. I'll try to keep that in mind. That's too much resolution. Let's go 100. Let's make sure we have groups on just in case. That's a good amount of resolution, not too crazy. I'll go with the inflates. And this is kind of a bumpy plant, so I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, has anyone watched like I love like a thing called Coco, the Disney thing Coco. Just chilling, no sculpting. I have ideas, nothing serious. What do you mean by ideas? You don't have to share them. I'm just kind of curious. You know, if you is it something game related, a character, show? I don't know. You know, you don't have to say anything. You know, about it. So I'm just kind of curious. You know, just some small talk. You know, all that good stuff. Ooh, I like how. What the heck is happening here? Whoa! What the heck? Something's going on. There it goes. It's fixed now. I want to go ahead and start adding. Wait, is Symmetry on? Symmetry is on. No wonder. That's. I thought I turned it off, but apparently I did not. I was just playing a little bit of what I was doing earlier. So what happened is this. While you kind of think about my question there about earlier, what I did was, woke up, I played a little bit of Evolve on Xbox to kind of see what it was kind of like, the atmosphere was like. Of course, it's always bad. You get those experienced players that are basically terrible on Hunter but pretty decent on Monster. Don't really fight. There's only so much a Hunter can do. I do a pretty good job in those situations though. I was just kind of seeing how things were. Honestly, it makes things kind of better in the sense because when my game comes out, then people would have stopped playing Evolve and moved to mine. I'm not saying they're gonna forget it. It's just that there's gonna be that void, and that's why I think this is a good business idea. I can't find it, and I made a lot of progress. Concept artists. I give them a bunch of references. I tell them my story and stuff like that, and what I'm looking for in terms of design. They make silhouettes, and then I have them refined. Actually, I have them working on some stuff right now. Oh yeah, back what I was doing. I was I didn't make anything too crazy. It was like a protein thing with whatever. Oh yeah, I make these three little grass particles here because this thing has like little grass sticking out. It's almost like little spines, I guess. They're in little clusters. So let me go ahead and I'm just gonna make them here, and I'll duplicate them to the right areas. Oh, what's happening? Oh, I'm like, what is that? I'm actually turning Symmetry off for the time being. I want to use the bend here. Human sculpting miniature stuff, my own designs for existing games and IPs. Oh, okay, no, that's cool. Oh, that's good. I don't know if you probably heard me say this already, but I'm not sure if you were there for the other broadcast or if I haven't said this already. But the name of my broadcast and whatnot. Making my own assets for my game, for my Evolve inspired game. It's definitely a lot of stuff to kind of figure out, and I have a great story. I had a breakthrough with my story like 2 days ago. Man, it's crazy to see the difference in the story and like what it originally started off of. My original thing was that my game was going to be, you know, it was going to be basically Evolve, but with like, oh, it was going to be a different theme. I didn't have too much of a story. It was just going to be just fighting, not too much of the characters. And then I'm like, you know what? It needs to have something. So then I started. Sorry, hold on. Use this. Go to the center of that. Then we use the bend arc. Come on. So let me hold on. I can't talk. Oh, there it goes. All right, that's what I was looking for. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the resolution of that. I'm going to go ahead and pull this. Make my little blade of grass. What happened? I got up. I played a little bit of Evolve. Then I went on. I broadcasted Evolve Stage 2 for a little bit. And then I played that for a little bit. Then I got off because I got hungry, and then I cut the grass outside, and I told everyone in the broadcast I was going to come back, and oh, whoops. It's my day off today. I work tomorrow, so I worked yesterday. Go to work tomorrow, so rotate this. I'm just making my bundle of grass right now because I will be using this here, so I'm just trying to do that right now. Hold on. I'm gonna also make one larger of the other. But no, yeah, you gotta. You know, I would highly recommend the Unreal Engine. By the way, if you want to make your own game, you can buy packs. I guess you can call them. You know, if you just want a basic, simple game, you can. People on the real marketplace, they do have like things you can buy templates. What I mean by templates is that like they have a RPG one you can buy or a fighter template, fighting game template where they have your kind of stuff. And what you do is you can like plug and play. But in order to plug and play, you need your own 3D assets, your own art stuff, and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. These grass blades, I'm gonna have to just make into like a simple plain mesh later. It's gonna be annoying. Let me go ahead and actually. Oh, these are all grouped. Cool. We can do that because I'm gonna duplicate all of these. Gonna move them to their spots and then sculpt and then reposition them later. So I'm gonna move that there. Then I'm gonna move this one over here. Move this one to the tip actually. I'm not done with this yet. It's not refined yet. Then I'm gonna move. Oops. Move this over here. I'm gonna stagger this here. Then I'm gonna move this one over here. Oh, oops! I held down the button to duplicate by accident. There it goes. And then I am going to move. What is that? Oh, over there. All right, I want to start with that. And let's go ahead and start sculpting here again. I highly recommend the Unreal Engine. You know, where is that BINGO? Looks weird from this angle. I need to fix it. You know, all that stuff. So I'm gonna move this around. Let's go ahead and start. Let's start adding some asymmetry to this here. I always start in Symmetry just to help save some time and everything. So then I can just come later and, you know, maybe you don't know. I just say that sometimes. Gonna put a little thing right here. I told you it was like a cactus, so it has like these unusual kind of bulges, I guess you can say, for this plant. I'm gonna go ahead and deflate this a bit. I'm gonna have to. I'm actually gonna do this here. I'm going to actually split the mask part. So when I do my Dynamesh, which I did apparently, I guess. There it goes. It won't do anything to it. I'm actually gonna bring this in. I like the whole bonsai tree kind of thing, where it kind of goes in, you know. What is going on with this mesh? Oh, sorry, it's just weird. I'm just gonna bring this in some more. Just trying to make knots into this plant here. I have no idea what's going on with this. It must be the bloody thing. I'm gonna bring this in. Right there. That's an interesting kind of plant right there. I think it's starting to take shape. I only have the perspective from one view here. So what I'm going to do is going to be... You know, I like how the stretching, what the stretching is kind of doing here. You know? Then I'll just kind of break this out right here. Kind of like roots here. I like the stretch right here. It's good. No, it looks nice. See, like little things like that, you gotta take advantage. When you're sculpting and doing art and stuff like that, don't ever be... I'm not saying don't ever be precise. I mean, don't try to make everything super exact. Like, there's certain exceptions you need to be when you do so. But if you're in like the concept stage, What you want to do is you want to try making it, but if you find something that you like, maybe add to it. And then you could duplicate, save the model, and try to go back to what you're trying to do to try to duplicate that one, you know? Like this needs to be stretched out right here from... So I got that. I'm just trying to... It's got these little protrusions that are for these little plant things, you know. The little leaves here. So I'm just kind of just duplicating that here. I'm just gonna kind of bring this in here to just kind of, you know, definitely interesting plant, you know. I'm making some good progress, to be honest. Like, it's you know, it's getting there, you know. I think I kind of like what I'm doing right here as well. This whole pole thing I'm doing right here. And I'm going to pull this here as well out, and then I'm going to bring this in here. Kind of leave some that right there. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like that desert plant. I'm definitely going to have something kind of very cactus-like. I'm not a big fan of coral-looking plants in general. Like, coral's cool and everything, but I didn't know whether or not it would fit, you know. So this is interesting. Kind of plan thing here, you know. There will be lines and stuff like that on it, so if I wanted to, I can like kind of sculpt some lines over this here to kind of emphasize details here, you know, little divots, little knots here, you know, just kind of like accentuate, I guess you can call it. You know, there could be some sort of tension kind of look here to it. You know, just kind of see if there's any kind of forms or shapes to it. I'll just stick with the one side right now. I'll add the other stuff, like I don't want to go too much into this side here. You know, bring this out right here. You know, this looks like a potential crevice here. From this angle here, it looks like there could be a good, nice little line for the root here or something here. You know, and then, you know, I can taper this in right here for this other root. You know, maybe start carving in some sort of form here. See, it's very, you gotta be kind of fluid. Sorry, I'm just like going into like this Bob Ross kind of thing here. I feel like it's cool when I do that. Like, not cool that it's the whole Bob Ross thing. I just think it's cool explaining the process. Then I will just go ahead and fix that right there. But yeah, see, it's kind of neat, right? Like, so I got the plants here. I have those rocks. So, oops. I will fix this tree for sure. I need to check some other references. I have like 20 other trees I need to work on. One have bigger base, one that's kind of heftier, one that's a little more narrower, all this stuff here. Let me see these other plants here. You know, I'm going to lay these out here. Let's go ahead and so I can easily see them all. So what I mean is, also what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these here into a folder so I can easily move these here. Where's my folder? Oh, here it is. What is that one called? That's the, I'll call it the desert plant. Then I want to move this plant to this so I can just keep them together. And there it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and actually make this wider so you can see all the plants at once. Whoop. Now I want to move this tree here, which I'm going to move this way here. I'm going to move this. Oh, I didn't leave it on. There it goes. I will scale this a little bigger, to be honest, so it's a little more accurate, I suppose, to the scale maybe. I'll actually make this a little larger. Like that. I don't know. Should also have music, by the way. What do you think, Nomad? or anyone. No behaviors over here, you know. I don't mind to answer questions or anything. Honestly, I think that might help. So I'm not like just talking maybe about something that people don't. What the heck? Why is this not? What is happening here? Okay, it's not doing. Wait, is it? Am I not touching the surface? What is happening? Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's not flat. Weird. All right, there it goes. Out of curiosity about your ideas of designing stuff like that, like, is there a particular theme to it? I guess I can say to what you have in like mind. You know, like my game is like a fantasy base kind of thing. Oops. So there are the plants so far, which are neat, right? Look at that. It's cool. Like I will work on it so like that probably on my own time, or maybe if I decide to do a refining stream. Let me go ahead and go to the next plant concept. Which one do I think would be interesting? You know what? I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and reuse an asset here. So what I mean by that is I click this folder open, or I'll go ahead and take this here, take these little things. I'm going to duplicate it to start the next plant. So what I'm going to do is that's duplicated, do that. I am going to actually hide everything else again. So I'm going to hide all the trees, or the other plants, hide that. Just so I can have everything centered, I'm going to hide this plant as well. Keep these here. Delete. Where is the delete? Here it is. I'm going to go to, actually, which plant is it? I want to keep the center origin there. I'm going to go ahead and flip this. There it goes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to like flatten it, enlarge it. See, it's just being kind of resourceful kind of sense. I'm going to pull this to the side, rotate it, put this down. Whoa, I could stack them. For maybe we'll call this the base. I could mess with the leaves later. Let's go ahead and start with the stem and then the other part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a draw tube. Where's the draw tube? Curve tube. Music is up to me. Depends on the IP, genre, sci-fi, fantasy. Oh, that's good. Like, what are you thinking of in general for your my own designs for existing games and IPs? What do you mean by your design? Because you're doing for existing games. It's like your own. Is it like character fan art kind of thing? You make your own characters for that specific thing, or? Oh, that's way too refined. No, actually, that's not fine. That's fine. Lock the start here. But I don't know. What do you think? Maybe it would be good to kind of fill in the quiet parts. Maybe I'm thinking about it. It gets awkwardly quiet sometimes. I'm like, and I think there's other people that like to. I don't know. It's whatever. I think I will. Oh. Oh, the bend, certain bends options are not set on this. What the heck? I have a bend start but no bend end. What the heck? I'm making somewhat of a flower right here. Now, the stuff I'm making here is not exactly going to translate properly for a game asset. I have to retopologize and do certain things. Like, for instance, see these little leaf parts right here? These little whatever. That I will have to have made as a more of a 2D plane. It's not just a plane. It's just yeah. It's a plane. Yeah, it's definitely a plane. And this may be a basic tube. It won't be as refined as this. It's gonna have less segments. All right, let's go ahead and make the flower part now. So I'm gonna go actually accept this by just clicking elsewhere. Let's go ahead and do the. It's the bud portion. What I'm gonna. Is that a good idea? I'm thinking about it. Hold on, sorry. I will do this. I will delete this segment right here. And I will go ahead and delete, close hole. I will go ahead and actually draw out the little rings. This plant has a series of rings around it, so I'm gonna go do that. Where is it at? What do I want to use? I don't want to use the inflate. It's too small. Oh dang, not enough resolution. Nope. This plant is kind of small, so I gotta up the resolution a bit. That's a little too high. You know, I'll do this. I'm gonna cheat a bit. I'm just gonna. When you say like cheat, what do you mean? Well, I'm tired of this nonsense. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select little bands here. This is a little technique here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the inflate deformation option here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and actually inflate it that way. Where is it at? Am I blind? I know it's here. Oh, here it is. I was right over it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna maybe not soften it. Let me. Will that work? You will do that. I kind of like that. We'll do that right there. Nomad is my favorite from Marvel Comics, hence my screen name. His sculpt for the Hero Climax game is missing his trench coat from the comics, adding a trench coat for his figure. Oh, do you do you do some modifications to like existing figures? Do mods? What is that? What it is? Before I continue into saying like materials and stuff like that, just want to confirm that's the case. I'm going to use this. I'm going to do this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down. And I'm going to pull parts of it to make the petal parts. I might use a snake hook actually. Snake hook might be a good idea. Now I think about it. Let me see. Yep. Let's throw that snake hook feature on. Snake hook definitely my. Make this a little large right here, and then pull. Oops. I'm just kind of messing around right now to see what I like. Because some of these things may not work out the way I'm thinking of it. I'm going to make this kind of wider here. Then kind of don't like what happened there. The reason why I did that is because I enlarged the brush and the thing kind of lowered the. This would be annoying to turn into. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. Let me. So when you're adding, when you say you're adding the code, like I'm assuming since you're gonna have to use a material for it, are you? What the heck is happening here? Why is this not? Come on. I think my stylus is. What the heck? Okay, whatever. I'm just going to add some little spheres in here. Why not? Just to add some something to it. So what I mean is some spheres. I'm just going to do this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go like this. I'm going to move this in something like that. We'll go with something like that. I think I could probably put some more in here, actually. Let's actually add some more spheres. So what I'm going to do is just going to hold that there and then put this over here. Whoa! Oh, I have multiple subtools selected. I'm duplicating other stuff by accident. Oh. So if you look, so I gotta turn that off. So what I'm gonna do is it's kind of fun right here. I'll have to fix the plan and things like that. The reason why I'm not stressing too much over the final design is because when I have to take it and I have to go ahead and make the game assets, because this is like the foundation of it. I'm going to make it, but then what I need to do is I'll have to retopologize it, or I have to recraft it, but in a lower resolution. So I'm just trying to get the overall shape and form of this plant, because this does not translate into a game asset. Like, this is too high of a resolution. 38,000 points for this is way too much. Heck, you're supposed to go like 20 to 50,000 for a game character. Like, this has to be like 20, like maybe at most 100 what's it called, 100 points or whatever. Not points, but triangles or something. Maybe not even 100, maybe even 10 triangles. 10 to 20, depending. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move to another plant here. So I think that's going to wrap it for this plant. I'll come back to it later. This just, I need to keep going. I can't linger too much on one thing just because. So let's go ahead and pop everything else open. Let's move this plant as out of the way as well. Let's pop the trees and the other plants to see how they all look right now. That one, that one, that one. That one, that one. Wait, where's the other one? Oh, here it is. That one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this plant over in the collection here. Whoop. Did I accidentally fuse that? All right. So the plants so far, that's pretty neat, Okay, let me see here. Stretching here, sorry. Oh yeah, the food I ate a bit earlier. I love like tostadas and I haven't had conchas in a while. I kind of want to have some. That bread is good. I should stop by Numero Uno or Northgate sometime or something. Okay. So we see here. So those are the plants here. I could go back to the rocks, maybe work on some rock skin. But let's go. I kind of like this one plant idea right here. It's like a coral. It's like a plant that disperses water. It's a pretty neat little thing. So I'm going to go ahead and actually make that. Let's do that the next thing. Let's add it to our plant collection here. I'll add some other trees another time. I'll maybe do another tree after this plant. Let's do that. Good plan. Break. All right. So let's see. This one is a tube kind of plant. It's kind of neat. So I am going to go ahead. I don't want to do whatever. Cylinder's my go-to. It may not be the smartest thing. Let's go ahead and hide the other plants here. Oh, not that. Let's actually move this down so it's out of the way. Hide that, hide that, hide that, hide that. Where's my sphere? There's my sphere. Go back to that. All right, cool. So I think what I'm going to do is, what am I going to do? I'm just going to lower this into there, and I'm going to draw the plants. I'm going to draw the tubes off the sphere. Let's do that. So I'm just going to put it here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tube curve, whatever. That's, oh, what the heck? What is this? I think my curved tube brushes. Okay, hold on. There's a problem here. Oh, one moment. File, save as. Plant stream. Yes, save it. I'm going to reopen my thing here. I think I accidentally clicked the Control or Alt, which flattened the base mesh. So in order to fix it, I have to close. So file, pop that back open again. Zbrush, where is Zbrush? You're seeing the other software I use, which is called Clip Studio. It's a cool little program. Good little alternative to some expensive ones. You sculpt the entire figure. So just an idea, taking the figure. Wait, how are you taking the figure from the game and adding the coat? Wait, oh, are you doing digitally? Where's it at? Wait, there it goes. Now it should work. There it goes. All right. So, yeah, what are you... Wait, are you doing it digitally? I'm confused. I'm confused what you're doing. You say you took it from the game or something. Oh, you're making a miniature? I'm going to have to make a big old... You know, this may not be the smartest thing for me to do here. It might be good if I started using the Z modeler function. You know, do I want to use the modeler? No, I'm doing this all wrong. I'm going to do this. This is not turning out right. I'm going to use the, do I want no edges? No, inner, is this the right one? Hold on, I got to turn on this here. That's not the right one. Not the right one. That's the right one. All right. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take our favorite tool, the bend. I'm like, why was I doing it? Why was I making it hard on myself in the first place, you know? So this plant is basically some sort of coral thing that has water spewing out, but it's something of like a tree, but then it has little protrusions sticking out of it. So what I'm going to do is, this is just easier this way. I'm going to, well, you know, I'm going to take the, make this into a bend curve here, and I'm going to go ahead and, hope that's way too much. There it goes. I'm going to go ahead and take this here and go like, whoop, whoop. That's going to be one spout, I guess you can call it. There. And that actually has a steeper bend, so I'm going to go like this here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and accept that. I'm going to duplicate this piece, and then I'm going to Dynamesh it together and sculpt. So I'm going to accept. Oh, you know what? Long ago I sculpted Behemoth, and I sculpted Slim, like out of clay. Let me see. Oh wait, you are on Twitch? All right. Let's see if this works. Like, that's not the slim one is somewhere on there. I 3D scanned it. I have a 3D scanner and I'm using it to sculpt in clay and then change it into 3D art. Actually, I want to open the tab. Just want to make sure. Yeah, there it goes. All right, let me go back there. So I do have commands on Twitch, so they work through Twitch. Got to put an exclamation mark. I don't have all the commands listed at the bottom of my profile. Actually, I don't think I want to. Have the bend curve still? No! Okay. Oh, there it goes. All right. Let's see here. All right. Actually, I'm going to just accept that. There it goes. I'm going to change this back to this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just duplicate this. I'm going to shrink this down. I'm not cheating or anything, but I will take the lasso, BL. Wait, no, BSL, I mean, for lasso tool. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually creating the other tubes for this plant. I'll have to fix it later, but I'm just getting the basic foundation going. But are you doing it 3D or are you doing this? Are you doing this out of clay? Sorry if I wasn't clear about that earlier. Sorry about that. Just wasn't. All right, there it goes. I think that's good. I'm going to go ahead and delete that segment, delete that segment to make it shorter. Delete this segment. Delete this. We'll see how this piece looks right here. It's going to be very interesting here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the hidden, close the openings. I'm going to go ahead and Dynamesh. I want to duplicate this here first just to ensure that I have the original saved. Actually, I'm going to lower the resolution to 80. And then... Oh, whoops. $80. Not enough. 60. That's still too high of a resolution. What the heck? 40. There it goes. All right, cool. That's better. That's good for now. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the... I'm going to make the holes and stuff for this here. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing there. All right. No, that's good. Yeah. What do you use? My Mini Factory or something? I was thinking about making some models and like putting it on like a site or something, but I just wasn't. Actually, I should mask this. What am I doing? I sometimes I'm like, why don't I just mask and inflate? Like seriously. Oh, wrong button. Nope, wrong button. There it goes. Oh, and then I'll just kind of mask this here. Spread it out. And then I'm gonna. There it goes. I should have done that for the other ones, huh? Whoops. Well. You learn, yeah. Free, of course. I know. Oh no, of course. I'm not saying you're gonna sell it. You know, yeah. You can. There's no way you can sell. Although there are people out there that do sell copyrighted stuff. But they make it themselves though. You know, it's a free. It's a fan art law or something. I forgot what it was. As long as you're not mass producing it and stuff like that, and you know, you're fine. I forgot what it was exactly. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna go with my deformation tab. Deform. Where's the inflate? Then it might be just easier for me to just kind of sculpt. Where's the? Not the whole game by myself. That's the problem. Like, what the heck? Why does this work? Oh, it's just low sensitivity. Low, yeah, there it is. Intensity. There it goes. No, unfortunately, you know, it is difficult to do that on my own. Like, I do have a friend that is willing to help with the coding portion of it to make it a little faster. I'm working on an agreement, you know, with a lawyer or whatnot, because, you know, he's in France and since I'm in America, a lot of the NDAs and the for work hire agreements are a little tricky, I guess you can call it. Because you know, a lot of these laws were made with the intent of yeah. Well, so the thing is though, since using Evolve as kind of a template, you know, in terms of like how much damage is ideal, the health and stuff like that, they did a lot of the research and development as well as finding a balance for it. Um, Unreal Engine does make things easier. Unreal Engine has a really good blueprint system. It's called blueprint visual coding system, and it's really nice. You could basically make like a basic game. It's single player is really as crazy. Also depends on. That's the reason why the style of my game. Oh, okay, cool. You have used it. All right. The style of my game is going to be less realistic. I wanted something more stylized along the lines of something of Overwatch, Fortnite Paladins, where it has a cool. It's still there's still detail, but it's not grungy. I guess you should say. There could be some grunge. Don't be wrong. There could be some grunge, but they're not going to look super realistic. I guess you can say. Like Evolve was highly like realistic stylized. I don't know how to explain it. You're familiar with Evolve. You know what I think you know what I'm talking about. I hope. I don't know. I hope I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make some fake water here real quick. So it's just basically I'm just grab the cylinder here. I want to make sure I have individual groups on it. I'm just gonna stretch this out. Ah! There it goes, something like that. Kind of my water. And then I'm just go ahead and Bingo, and Bingo was his name. Oh, just this idea I have for the plant here. The other plants will have some water or whatnot as well. Uh, but no, yeah, originally, yeah. So my whole idea is if I could have someone experienced, like my friend, to work on the coding. He's faster. He can make sure it's optimized. I was learning it initially on my own with some tutorials and stuff like that I bought, and it was going to help me with the the game, like knowing how to make it. Unreal Engine is pretty neat because it just gives you so much power to like create something. Like I was trying to use Unity one time, and I was not a fan of it. It was not easy to get something real quick. Just I'm just making some fake water. I'll fix this and everything too. There are these little square spikes on it too as well. It's more like as well, something along the lines of that right there. Hold on, let me just actually save the mesh here. I have actually started working on I'm working on like 5 of the monster meshes right now. 2 of them are getting pretty close, but I didn't have to retopologize, a UV unwrap, you know, uh, UV unwrap, UV map, bake the different textures, the ambient occlusion, normal, any kind of emissive maps, damage, and then texture, and then rig and animate. That's all. It's a lot of work. Yeah, for sure. Let me see here. What was I doing again? I was doing something. Oh, I was duplicating the mesh, so I have something. There it goes, so I don't have to worry about losing it. I was thinking about that. It seems like there's a lot of good stuff with the Unreal Engine 5. I was debating that. Right now, we're using Unreal Engine 4.25. During the time we were kind of starting, there wasn't really a stable version above that. There's like 4.26, which was like a chaos version, I guess it was called. I think that's what it was called. There's some issues with that one. So we were going for something more stable for the time. I'm gonna go to like 50 right there. Oh, 48, I guess. Kind of like a little dinosaur. I'm just gonna I guess they're like almost like little spines, I suppose. I can go ahead and put them on the other side too, if I suppose. Just to add some like variety, I guess. I guess I could do some right here and there. Well, let's go ahead and we'll see what happens. I'm just kind of messing around now. This is different from the original concept. Just seeing how I feel about this. Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that Unreal Engine, you gotta understand, like, Unreal Engine is really amazing. Like, the blueprint system, the access to the traces, the control, the Niagara, like, particle effect system, the particles. Heck, I went on the Unreal Engine marketplace just so I could save myself some time in terms of beta testing, or not beta testing, in terms of prototyping. I was able to get a placeholder assets, some particle effects that are used in the Niagara or just the typical particle system. I have some monster assets just for the time being with some basic animations to just mess with, just to make sure everything is working properly, so I could plug and play my assets into it later. Let me go ahead and Unreal Engine is pretty neat, you know. And then you could buy some like templates and stuff. And now, ideally, it's like sure there's add-ons and stuff like that, but they're not exactly. Heck, they even have a spawning system and generic AI systems in Wildlife, which saves time as well. Oh, there it goes. Neat. I would probably have this be smaller, to be honest. This would be probably a smaller plant. It'd probably be something like this, maybe, like a coral. There it goes. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad, you know. But I'm not gonna do that though. I'm gonna dip in right there. There it goes. Cool. There it goes. But Unreal Engine is crazy. You know they're also trying to work on some sort of multiplayer service. Not multiplayer. What's it called? Multi-platform service. You know, so it's not just PC but other platforms, other consoles and stuff like that. Uh, so there's a few plants right there. You know what? Let's go ahead and work on that tree now. But the thing is, though, the nice thing about the Unreal Engine is that they have settings set so you can easily have your inputs available for your input events. You can have your custom events. It's very organized. The blueprint system, you're able to set certain events to be multicast. You're able to have the different classes. You're able to have the parent and then the children classes underneath it to inherit those functions and whatnot. And it's pretty cool. They have a built-in like damage thing, so it saves you time to instead of setting it up, which you can set up your own later. It's very friendly. Unreal Engine is just getting better and better. All right, let's make another tree. And then maybe another plant. We'll see. I think I'll just make this into like a... What the heck? That one looks like a radish. A weird daikon radish. I got some here that are interesting. Okay, these ones are really jumping to alien factor. I'm not entirely certain. Oh, I had him stop making trees. That's right, at one point. Because I have too many trees. Let's make... I'm going to make... which tree? I'm going to make... And then I'm going to hop back onto rocks again. Actually, let's make a mushroom thing going on right here. Let's do that. All right. Because I had an idea for a possible mushroom tree, so you know, because it could be a giant fungus, whatever, for a possible level. So I'm gonna hop over here. Actually, not there. Let me hide these other ones. Let's hide these again. I have my whole workflow worked out in terms of making my game assets. I was thinking about getting a motion capture suit or something, or just like not even motion capture, just find an app that can actually, or a program to record me and then just interpret it into a thing. My real concern is face animation as well as hand animation. Body animation, you know, it's still important, but that is something easier to deal with as opposed to actual like hands and face. Those things are annoying. All right, let me see here. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, tree. I'm gonna actually borrow the tree I had earlier. Maybe will that work? I want to do this. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and duplicate that. Let's go ahead and move this tree one down to the bottom. I'm just gonna get rid of a lot of the parts from this thing here. What the heck happened here? Did I hide the platform? I did. There it goes. Nothing too crazy. What I'm doing is this. It's like, why did I do all that? Oh, whoops. Just to save me time, instead of me drawing out a sphere and doing those lines. For nanite? Nanite. Maybe I've heard of it. Maybe I just don't recall right now. Please enlighten me. What is nanite? I don't have a window open right now to see. I only have my Streamlabs open. What the heck is it? Oh, the move has a really small focal shift. I hate when that happens. Just making like a mushroom thing right now. I'm gonna, what if I do? Right, 50. There it goes. Try that again. That's better. I go like that right there, that there. I'll bring that out right. Let's flatten that a bit. Let's add the little top part to it. Whoops. I accidentally clicked my history there for my model. That right there. I'm going to go to my deformer. Is it my deformer I want? Yeah. Yeah. Why is this not working? Oh, what the heck? BSR? Okay, something's not working here. Why is this not? Okay, I'm just have to do this then. Apparently. Don't know why. There it goes. All right. Yes, it helped the performance of graphics, I guess. Oh, Nanite! That's what you mean. That's right. I thought you were talking about a game. I didn't know you were talking about the performance enhancing for the environment. That's what you meant. That's what you mean. Yeah. I thought you were talking about like a game. I'm like, what is a game? What is Nanite? What is this game? But no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like super high resolution, whatever. It performs really well. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, yeah. I'm like, I think you're talking about a game. I'm like, what is this game? I don't know this game. You were confusing me. Alright, cool. So I'm just making this mushroom tree, I suppose. I guess you can call it. Making the kind of the cap for it. No cap. Alright, so let's see. I will flatten a bit to make it a little more. I think I'm going to do this more often again. Like, I think before I was trying to do this all on my own because I was trying to keep it all private or whatever. This whole kind of game development thing. I didn't want to show any of my plants and stuff like that. But what is that? That's not going to reveal anything. I'm just going to make sure I sculpt my like monster and hunter models separately. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm going to actually duplicate this thing right here. This thing right here. I'm going to actually just kind of do this. Oh! Not that. This. They're gonna have like little spuds, I guess, coming out from it. Back for Blood. I didn't play for long. I only played like one or two. I think I played like 2 missions. Wait, actually, I need to duplicate that part. Never mind. Hold on. Hold on. I need to do this. So watch. What I'm going to do here is something. Reusing assets to save myself time when making concepts. BS. Oops, wrong shortcut. BSL. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't really excited about it either. I was not excited for Back for Blood. Honestly, like it's unfortunate, but Evolve or a game like Evolve, I don't think is going to be really created anytime soon. So that's why I figured it was a great idea to do it. And with the idea that I have for it, like in terms of story and like, oh, whoops, I think it's a would be a good idea because it you can have Turtle Rock work on another Evolve style game. Now, sure, you may they may not have the same publisher, but I still feel like it's going to get the same kind of what the heck. There it goes. Same kind of like backlash, regardless. People were like, "Oh, it's Evolve. Oh, it's this." You know, sure, there's gonna be the fans like, "Oh, but there's no 2K." Well, no, it's damage is kind of done. Um, yeah, yeah, it's definitely like Left 4 Dead. I played for Left 4 Dead as well on PC, for sure. Bleed hand, close holes. So if someone, oops, oops, come on, there it goes. All right, auto group. So this is a good little strategy I'm doing here. If you come on, not that. Okay, one moment. I did auto group. Oh, they are different now. There it goes. Finally. So what I'm doing here is I'm just reusing an asset and just, if you were here for the rock portion earlier, which you saw earlier, you know how I just kind of duplicated part of it. It's kind of that same kind of thing I'm going to do here. I'm just trying to have a stem for the mushroom part right here, so I can I can add it to the different parts of the thing here, and I'm going to take that and go this here, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to move this to the center of it, like that, and I'm going to, oops, wrong thing. I want to enlarge it like that. Now, when I go to this here, what I'm going to do is, oh, I heard something. Oh, Mr. Dr. Fun. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for the raid right there. Anyone that's joining, I am working on some game assets for my Evolve inspired game. Uh, Let me go ahead and pop this stuff up. So if people are like, it's just a mushroom. I got some other plants and trees and stuff I'm working on. Uh, Not that. This here. Where else is it? The plants here. I'll move this stuff out of the way here so you can see the stuff I worked on this broadcast so far. Just working on some models here. I was working on some rocks as well. I'm trying to work on this mushroom plant thing. So, yeah, but thanks. Hey, mushrooms are important. Yeah, they are. They are pretty tasty too. Well, thanks for the follow there, Cyborg Joe. Thank you, thank you. Art so art so fancy. Thanks, Mr. Doctor Fun. Yeah, I'm just. I was working on this here. I was working on some rocks. I was just showing, kind of making some, sculpting some stuff for my Evolve inspired game, which are the environmental assets, the high poly version first. But no, thanks, and I don't know if people like this, you know. Thanks. But so what I was doing here is I was gonna take this and I was gonna shrink this down. And I was gonna start merging this to make a plan. This is just a process here. Things I can jump on. Things you can jump on. I'll let you know that in my game I was thinking about a support. You know Sunny, right? You know Sunny has the whole drone and she has the jetpack booster thing. I was thinking about a support that can honestly offer you a jump boost. That's what I was kind of thinking. There it goes. Yeah. So I gotta go local to the space right there. Jump boost. That's yeah. So I thought of a way of balancing that so people can't just jump on a limited amount of time. I am thinking that jetpack may be a result of price in order to use it, so that people can just hover and flutter, whatever it's called. I forgot what the term was. So I have thought about ways of balancing it ahead of time. So that's kind of the thing right there. So I'm just making these little mushroom things here. These little like growths, I guess you can call it. I'll shrink it down here like that. Yeah. Stage 2 Tinkerbell. That's what it's called. Yeah, that's what people were calling it on there. I've thought that's the thing I have to be careful about. So that's why I feel like there maybe have to be a jetpack requirement. But what happens, it will take away a chunk of your jetpack, equivalent to a dodge. However, it will. What else was it? I was going to say. Sorry, I'm just trying to do that right there. There it goes. Kind of like something like that. Sorry there. Timber tree timber. Oh, timber tree timber. I was working on some trees here. You know, I was trying to work on some tree stuff here. I was supposed to make a tree, another tree. You know, welcome. I don't know if you probably. Thanks for that follow right there. Let me go ahead and say this here and show the rocks I was working on earlier. So these are all environmental assets. If anyone has any questions or anything, I am more than happy to kind of answer, as long as not to spoil anything about the game I'm working on. I'm just working on concepts. So what happened was I hired some concept artists to make concepts for me last year, and they're still making me stuff. And I'm just working on it on Twitch and YouTube. But no, yeah, I hope. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Mr. Doctor Fun. Wait, are you still Mr. Doctor Fun? You are still Mr. Doctor Fun. I'm guessing you were probably playing something like Smite or something. I saw your highlight, Mr. Doctor Fun, when you were like raging at everyone. Like, oh my gosh, I was raging at those people you were playing with in Evolve. Oh my gosh, I was. Oh, it was a highlight from like 2 months ago or something. Oh my gosh, like it's like no one was like doing the right thing. Oh, you were slim. You were slim. I think you were going against a Gorgon. That's what it was. That's the thing. I think that's what happened. And no one was staying by, and they were doing dumb crap. Oh my gosh, I was getting frustrated. I'm like, stay in line of sight and say by the medic. You're always raging. Honestly, though, like I like playing Evolve, custom stuff like that. But people, I guess I have a certain like expectation in terms like you know what you're doing, and you should not be putting yourself in that much danger. Play by your medic and your support, you know. But of course they don't do that, you know. Let's go to the rocks here real quick. Oh, this was something else right here. I'll show this real quick. I was working on some other plants right here. Oh, let's not go that far yet. But yeah. So these are some other plant concepts I was working on. Not in this stream. I don't know what else I have going on down there. Let's see here. I haven't examined this file yet. It's been a long time since I've opened it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pop open the rocks. No. I was working on some rock models and concepts here. You know, you got to have rocks. You got to have, you know, dirt, rocks, plants, trees. But let's go ahead and go over this real quick. I was working on this earlier on in the stream. So just some basic kind of rock structures. You know, some minor variations. You know. This would be like a surrounding environment rock. It'd be a rock filler. So you see it off in the distance. You know, you're familiar with Evolve, where you see those big rock structures, and they're all kind of stepped. I was raging on Apex Legends a little while ago. It was fun. You think people are bad at Evolve? Go play that. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. I believe you. I believe you. But you gotta understand, these are people that are experienced. I'm talking about like people that have played the game for like years, and they're supposed to be like. I'm not saying everyone on the Discord there is supposed to be good, but like there's certain players that have been playing the game a long time and like are supposed to be decent. Oh, another kind of mesh I was working on. I was just kind of duplicating, messing around here. Another kind of rock. Oh wait, where's my other one? Oops, I had the. Where's the rocks? Here it is. So these are all 3D models for my environment. Uh, so for instance, here's a retopologized rock model, which what the heck is going on here? Which I have, which is based off of this right here. See, these games require low poly assets. I'm not going to open the Unreal Engine right now currently. Some big rock, platform rock. You gotta have your platforms. Another rock. Whoa, that's a bigger rock. Hold on. There it goes. So another rock form. That one I kind of cheated and just kind of scaled it, which is not too bad though. Actually, if I wanted to, I could take this. You know what? This might be good. I'm going to actually export this model and bring it to my other file. And I'm going to mess around with this one. Export tall stretched rock. I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything about, like, I'll let you know the game I'm working on. Oh wait. Mr. Dr. Fun, like preaching to the choir. My name for the face is I'm trash now and I can't play 100 ping anti-fun. Yeah. Yeah, it happens, definitely happens where for sure. Sorry. My brain is like two places at once. But I can like split this rock. Wait, why can't I not split this rock? I'm holding the wrong thing, that's why. So what I can do is I can like stagger these things here and make other kind of structures. Oh, this is too high of a poly. Oh my gosh, 3.25 million polygons. Let's not do that. 20. And then do that right there. That's better. It's faster. And stronger, too. He's the first member of the DK crew. Yeah, I could do something like that. So what I would do is I would make a wall of these things. And oh, see, that's too repetitive right there. Stagger them, angle them a bit. I could have like a kind of a rock thing going on right here. Not exactly perfect yet, but you get the idea. But I'm going to play around with that later. Some other assets here is like a rock pillar here, a rock bridge thing. So these are other assets. Just a bridge portion. Some sort of crystal looking rock. Magic. Oh, that was early. That looks like a turd. I was messing around with rock textures during that. All right, that's all right. Let me go back. Let's go ahead and I guess go back to the plants. Let's go back to the plants. Where to go? Here they are. Save changes. No, it's not. And of course, the plants aren't there because they are all hidden. Boom. All right. But no, yeah. I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Evolve Stage 2 to get references and game mechanic features. There are a lot of things. Real quick, Mr. Dr. Fun and actually, yeah, Mr. Dr. Fun. What are your thoughts about Evolve Stage 2 and Legacy? Just like if you can briefly, because I have a lot of things to say about it because I've learned like which one is stronger in the sense of like survivability and all that stuff and the game mechanics. All right, so let me go ahead and go to the next thing here. Since tree was here, someone followed earlier, so let me go ahead and make a tree here. Let me see here. Let me see my concept art here. You can't see it. I can only see it right now. This tree is interesting. It's like it has a hula skirt. Interesting. I think I might make something like that. To save myself some time, I'm actually going to do this here. Oh, what happened? Oh, my game, my ZBrush froze. I am using my laptop. So to save myself time, I'm going to do what I did with the mushroom there. I took this model of the tree, and what I did was I just duplicated it. It's just to save myself time. You know, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to have to make everything from scratch. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and, oops, move this over. Let's move this over now. So what I mean is that I'm going to take this here. Delete that. Delete that. Actually, I'm going to keep one just because. And I'm going to delete the hidden. What is the hidden? Why is this something? Oh, it's that game from Gmod. That's why. Oh yeah, the game moves much smoother. They got rid of a lot of the bugs in Stage 2 compared to Legacy Evolve. It's much smoother, for sure. Let's see here. Move that right here. And enlarge this. Move this here. I'll put this here. Got kind of like a little hula skirt. I'm going to go turn this on. I'm going to actually eliminate this branch. What the heck? Eliminate that. Eliminate that. Shrink that. Take the move. Extend the tree. But no, yeah, it's much smoother. It's really nice. Stage 2 Evolve, honestly, though, is like, I gotta get rid of that completely. I enjoy, like, solo play compared to, comparing solo play from Evolve Legacy and Stage 2. Stage 2 is much better in the sense, with certain exceptions to the bots. I'm going to go ahead and do this here, and then I'm going to, that's kind of the thing, though. This hula tree thing is not the... The reason why also I'm having a lot of, like, similar kind of, like, you know, things that resemble... How can I say this? What the heck? What am I pressing here? Why is it not working? Uh-oh. I think I glitched my ZBrush here. Hold on. Let me try that again. There it goes. Oh, wait. Oh, B... hold on. B. What happened? Oh. Whoops. Well, one moment. I actually did something. There it goes. B. Smooth. Where's the smooth brush? The smooth brush is right... You know, the cloth brush is pretty awesome. The cloth simulation in this makes things so much easier. Yeah, maps are cleaner, so they did get rid of the maps, and you know some people complain about how it's less hunt, but it's still hunt to it. People just don't understand. They're just too quick to slam the game because they made it easier for people. Stage 2 is basically projecting high level play of Legacy onto every match. Why am I blind here? Oh, there, duh. There it goes. There it goes. Move this out here. I'm gonna select this here and I'm gonna move this there. What is this tree thing here? This tree, I kind of like how it kind of swoops down like this. It's like a bonsai tree. To be honest, a lot of my tree concepts here are like bonsai trees. I should just honestly just make a bunch of those. You know? I'm gonna just make kind of a branch kind of thing here, and I'm gonna take this here along with the snake hook brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of pull. I don't like that. There you go, something like that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull. But no, yeah, honestly though, stage 2 is definitely something. Like it's like I completely was like oblivious to some of these facts when I was, you know, during the time it was still, you know, servers and everything. And that's why my game is going to be more based on Stage 2 Evolve than what. But it's going to have some other. There's going to be some variations to it. I have a system that's going to make the games have a little more variation to them, for sure. So yeah, there's that. I can't exactly specify it because I think it's a pretty good idea. Oh, what was it? Why am I having a hard time finding this tree again? I keep looking back at. Oh, here it is. All right. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding this tree sometimes. This tree concept. Oh, that disappeared real fast. But actually, how are things going with you, Mr. Doctor Funny? You're still there, you know. Um, if not, that's fine. I understand. You know, people are busy. Um, oh my gosh, come on. There it goes. Something like that. And I could draw some branches here to. Come on. I hate when it chooses a polyline instead of like a series of polys as opposed to like. I'm just gonna draw out kind of like these little kind of roots, like little things here, just to make sense of this. Like, why is it the way it is? Come on, what the heck? Okay, it's like a tree upon a tree kind of thing. There you go. That looks much better. It makes sense now. See, it's kind of cool when things start to make sense. There. All right. You know, I'll add some leaves and stuff like that later. Are you talking about AI from stage 2 or Legacy? Legacy, there were some pretty bad ones, but there were times where they kind of were fine. But I do have to say the AI or just the balance in general is much better. I'm going to start drawing some details to these trees actually. So just going over it right now. Gonna take away from it and add back in a bit. Just kind of. Actually, I need to hide this so I can see what I'm doing here. So as you can see here, should make a difference. You know, I kind of like what's going on right here. I like this kind of detail here. I'm gonna kind of accentuate right here. And then I'm gonna probably eat away from this spot as well, and then bring this out right here. It seems interesting. You know, this would be a good tree. Kind of looks like kind of a deadish tree. So maybe I might actually have two different versions of this tree to for different maps maybe. Like it would be like a dead kind of tree kind of thing. I don't know how to explain right now. Am I on? Oh, my brush is not on dynamic. Oh, never. Okay, yeah, stage 2. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know that they did make stage 2 bots a lot better. I would say they're much better. There are times where I question it, but I think it's because the last update they did, they were trying to experiment with the bots splitting up from each other, you know, for the sake of like, you know, mimicking like what players do. And I think it kind of never got resolved. So there are some times where they're like really good and they become like really bad all of a sudden. So there was that, but uh, the balance is definitely very nice. I'll let you know. You know Rogue Val. Remember Rogue Val, Tech Hank, those AIs or whatever. Uh, in Legacy Evolved, Rogue Val basically was a copy. Had her AI basically copy and pasted onto the Rogue Val. So Val had her AI copied onto there without changing it. So when you hurt Rogue Val a little bit, she pops her heal burst automatically. In stage 2, she doesn't pop it until she has to, which is like less than. There it goes. That's pretty neat. Kind of looking tree now. Plants. Let's go ahead and zoom out real quick to kind of see what we have going on here. Sunny was fun. Legacy pretty bad. I'll let you know. This is very interesting. You may be surprised, but Rogue Val and Sunny combined was actually a pretty strong pairing in stage 2 initially. But they changed that, of course. They nerfed Sunny, and then I don't know. I think they may have lowered a bit of more of the Val's heals or something. They made Sunny's shield drone have like a 5 second delay till you put the next one down, so you have to be strategic with it. You can't just be placing it down all the time. All right, got that. Let's go to the next plant. I'm actually gonna hop over to my my other concept artist stuff, so it's gonna take me a little while to get to it, but that's pretty neat, right? I should also put maybe a little rock. I want to because there's gonna be some trees that are gonna be on rocks. You know, that are going around. I noticed that in some evolved maps, and not even evolved maps, even in real life. You know. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna pop on over and open my concept stuff from my other concept artist here real quick. Where'd it go? Chan. Monster Concepts. Best Artist. Chan. Old Work. Plants and Trees. Let's see what he had here. He had... I made a lot of these already. I haven't broadcasted them. I'm trying to see which one I want to make on the stream right now. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. That was an interesting one. I got the next one ready. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and take this here. I'm gonna just enlarge this here. Whoop. The platform. Gonna make some more room here. So what I'm doing here now is I am gonna take. What am I gonna take? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I got it. So we're gonna do this. I am going to append a sphere. Oh, come on. Come on. There it goes. I think my stylus is having some sort of sensitivity issue. I have other styluses. I think this might be the wrong stylus. So, whoops. Move this over here. So what I'm doing is I'm making the basic form of the item, whatever. Tech Hank wouldn't shield you if you're getting hit. I have something like 300, 400 hour stage 2 where it's kind of why I moved to PC and not wanting to buy another console. Okay. Yeah. Tech Hank AI, Rogue Val AI has been fixed. Tech Hank will shield you if you don't have a shield. Like, it will do it before the next fight. Honestly, I just don't know why the devs just didn't like make that AI change, because I feel like the Rogue Val / Tech Hank thing really hurt a lot of quick play on Legacy. That really killed the player base really fast. I know it was really dead at that point, but still, you know what I mean. All right, do that. Actually, I'm gonna flip this. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoop. Let me see here. Wait, where's the thing here? Let me see my deformation options here. On the side here, it has a cool little functions here. No, that's offset. Rotate. Nope. Size. Nope. I gotta do what? This is not working. Skew. Ooh, that's cool. Flatten. Too flat. Twist. Ooh. Oh, it's around the center. That's why. I'm gonna go to so it's going around the origin. That's why. All right. Oh, taper. Oh, nope. Yeah, it is definitely along the that part right there. Whatever it's called. All right, whatever. I am going to go ahead and turn on radio symmetry on then and do it around the local. So to do that, I go here, activate symmetry radio along the Y, I believe it is. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press this here, and I'm going to start kind of sculpting here to kind of make the stock of it. Now we'll go like that. It's like a lathe, it's pretty neat. And then I'm going to go ahead and start, I think I might add some, actually the sensitivity is way too much, the intensity here. Just kind of add some more here. Oh, that's not good. Oh. There it goes. Perks, you doing a perk system? Yeah. The perk system isn't really the difficult part. Really, you make it into a variable, which it will be set at the beginning of the game. It's just making sure the server is the one that reports it. We are looking into make sure there's no cheating. My friend is trying to make sure a lot of the stuff is not easy to. I guess he was saying to reverse engineer and making sure the server or whatever will. Unreal Engine is the server to. Is a server to client system. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And makes sense. Wow, that's way too much. I guess I'll turn it off. I'll make these little spheres here because it's going to be important. Here, there, anywhere. What the heck? Where's the wrong button? What's happening? Oh! I have multiple things selected. Whoops. There it goes. So this is something I do to make make kind of bulbous items here. I guess you call them bulbous. Bulbasaur. I can. You can tell in server log allows you stuff instead of waiting for that or easy anti-cheat. Hold on. I need to process that real quick. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and put some of this stuff up here like this. I'm trying to make a pod thing right here that's going to be kind of bulbous. I'm going to enlarge certain parts here. Just duplicating parts of the mesh here. I'm going to move that in here and then that here and then that here. Something like that. Just for the time being for the base. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do the Dynamesh feature. Have grouped and then Dynamesh this bad boy. Go here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just kind of blend this in real quick. Just to give this kind of whatever it is. There it goes. I'm not too much a fan of this particular part here, so I'm going to take this and actually kind of flatten it a bit. Let me see that again. So you can tell in server log allows you to ban a cheater yourself instead of waiting. Easy. It's part of the way mods and server owners on Rust ban cheaters. Oh, okay. I will definitely check that out. I definitely want to make sure I'm aware of how to kind of do that stuff because I would like to make sure I take care of myself and stuff like that for sure. That's why I'm trying to learn the Unreal Engine instead of leaving it to my coding friend to take care of it. So yeah, I'm not. I want to make sure I understand something. You know. Ugh! I don't know what that was. I forgot to have the other thing on. I'll fix that in a bit later. I just want the base going. And then what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to... Oh, okay. B-I-N. Oh, I forgot I had this on still. I'm just trying to make a base for it because it's going to have the roots and everything to it. Ooh, that's a little too sensitive right there. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kind of turn Symmetry off and kind of start making some roots here. I don't know if I'm a big fan of using the Inflate for these roots. We'll see. Then what I'm going to do is, just for the sake of it, to just duplicate, I'm just going to duplicate. And I might even fatten it up a little bit and then kind of plop it in here or something. Let's see here. it'll do that, and I'll actually auto group it, and then click this, and then I'll go ahead and shrink that down as well by moving this over here and then shrinking it. Actually making it a little larger, and then kind of merging that with. What's my bad? What is it? Which button is that button? I'm like, which button is it? Okay, something like that. Then I'll go ahead and take this and move it over here, and then enlarge that. Then I'll tilt this to add some flare. And I'll take the move brush and grab at this here. This actually might be a larger plant, to be honest, so I'm going to actually enlarge this. Maybe not that big. Trees are going to be pretty big. There it goes. Cool. Well, there are these little scrolling things on there. I'm not too sure if that might be a good idea to do. So what I mean is this: like each of these little bulbous things right here is like a hair, I guess you can call it. You call it like a pimple hair, I suppose you call it, because these look like little pimples or something. I don't know. Hopefully no one's aggressed out by that. So what I mean is that it's like this. If I was to take this here and I was to draw a primitive out like this, I push this into here like that. All right, I'm going to move. Just kind of add some some wiggle to it. And then what happens is it has these little like leaf things. So I'm going to take this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this right here. Where's the bend curve? I'm going to. These are way too much here. There it goes. I just want 3. Like that right there, and then I'll go ahead and just accept that. Accept. I'm going to move that in more. I'm going to move this over. Oops. I'm going to move that over here. I'm going to rotate based on right here. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That's fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and. No, maybe not. I mean, I'll do that for now. What am I doing here? Oh, they're upside down. Whoops. They're supposed to be like this. And then they're supposed to be angled. Right here like that. There it goes. Cool. Then I'll go ahead and duplicate that. So you can see like my process here of like what I'm doing here. To save time and to be efficient, it's ideal to just kind of keep going, because you gotta understand, like, this is, oops, there it goes. Enlarge that, tilt this up like this, maybe even. It's just add variation here and there, all that good stuff, you know. All right, and then it's like little palm trees on top, whatever. It's supposed to be something like this on each of these little things right here, and I think they're supposed to be even a little taller. So what I mean is, if I do this here, I'm supposed to like put these things like all over. Like this. I could make them smaller one if I want to, but for the time being, I'm just going to do this just because. You know, some of these are not going to make it to like the end in terms of like, depending on how I feel, if it will blend in with the game well enough, you know, like if it makes sense to the story or lore. A lot of these were constructed before this breakthrough I had. Not breakdown, breakthrough. It's supposed to be something like this here where it has these little things sticking out. I'm not too sure if I'll, maybe, you know. If I wanted to, I could take this here. I'm going to actually duplicate this one because I'm going to start messing with it. Duplicate, hide that. I could add some like these stretch marks to them, or these like stretches. So what I mean is I could just like kind of go like this here between them to kind of like accentuate, I guess, like there's like some sort of membrane or there's something here, you know, like something like that right there. If I want to make it like kind of weird, this technique is like what I do in like what is it called in sculpting with in clay. You put a bunch of balls of clay together, and then what you do if you want to make like boils or warts or whatever, you just draw lines on it, and then you smooth it out with like rubbing alcohol, you know. So if I wanted to do something like that, I could. Let's see here. So honestly, I think it's looking, made quite a few of these plants. Made a few rocks. I think right now, for the time being, I think I'm gonna wrap it up perhaps right now. And what I'm gonna do is, I think next time I'm gonna have a series of rock references, and maybe I have some evolved references, but because I want to maybe work on some more rocks. I got a bunch of plants here too still, but I'm gonna give it a rest right now. I got some other things I need to do real quick. And I don't know if maybe I'll do some streaming again later tonight, maybe a few hours, or be to continue tomorrow. But thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, and I definitely take them. But I think that's it for now. I'd like to thank uh, my knife. I'd like to thank Mr. Doctor Fun. Where'd you go? Cyborg Joe. Um, where's that tree guy? Wasn't there a tree guy? I forgot his. Where'd he go? I can't find it. Oh, Timber, I think it was. And then Nomad, which of course is my knife, I think. I think, right? Or is that? I think, yeah. But no, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you like the rocks, some little things there, some of the plants. I'm going to refine these probably on my own time, unless maybe I decide to have a refining stream. Who knows? Cool. Well, hope you guys